Hi, Jacques. Derek Foley from Ireland here. Could you just, you've won a World Cup, you've won a World Cup without the URC, and now you're trying to win a World Cup with the URC. Could you just tell us what the difference between the Six Nations teams you've noticed and the Rugby Championship teams? What is the melding into Europe given you?
I think the big difference is obviously probably from a, how can I put it, there's multiple factors, but the first one is obviously the weather. So in the Southern Hemisphere, I think the game has the tendency to be a little bit quicker because we always play our games, majority of the times, in good fair weather, hard pitches, where when you play in the URC and you play over December, January, February, I mean, and you go and play at Connacht, or you go, I mean, it can be treacherous. So you have to adapt your style of rugby to get a result. Where I think in the Southern Hemisphere, you pretty much it's the odd game that you will have to adapt your style of play to fit in with the weather conditions. And then the other thing is from a coaching point of view, because you play a Welsh team and you play a Scottish team and you play an Irish team and you play a South African team and an Italian team, every country has its own unique style of play that you have to coach against. So you get exposure to a lot of different coaching styles and methods, and can I put it? Every country has its own little soul, how they see rugby and how they play rugby. So you have to adapt to that. And then obviously refereeing, you have to adapt. This week you'll get a Scottish referee, the next week you'll get an English referee, the next week is a Welsh referee. So, and then I don't even talk about the playing surfaces. Then it's a 4G pitch, then it's grass. So I think that you have to be a lot more adaptive. In the Southern Hemisphere, probably altitude is the one thing, and the time zones, the travel that you have to adapt to, which is something in the Northern Hemisphere. I mean, if you at Munster and you play in Treviso, that's probably the longest journey you'll face, which is a couple of hours. It's literally in and out, where if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's 2-3 week tours that you have to get used to in different time zones. So I would say that's probably the difference in the two competitions.